Hi, everybody. Welcome back. Today is Wednesday, April 15th, 2020. Now, we are actually going to be starting lesson 18 today. We just started lesson 17, you may say. This is true. We are doing 2 lessons this week because basically what's going on is all along this whole year, whenever I've been teaching you anything, I've been kind of teaching you a little bit extra. Right? So at this point of the year, we are getting to the point where you've already learned the new things that they are going to be teaching you in the book. So we're going to go through lessons 17 and 18, some of 19 pretty quickly because you know most of it. For example, this week in the book, we are learning about the days and the months and holidays that they all have capital letters. We do this all the time, right? You are also supposed to be learning where to put the commas between the day of the week and the month of the year and between the number day and the year. But you know what? You all know that because we've been doing it, right? So there are things like that that you already know. Holidays also, we always talk about days of the week, months of the year. You should still have all of your flashcards that I made you if you want to practice the spelling. It's always good to do. Holidays also get capital letters. We just had a holiday, Easter, right? So we get a capital E. There are tons of holidays: New Year's Day, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Memorial Day, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, which is also called Independence Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch. President's Day, did I say that? There are a ton of holidays. They all get capital letters, okay? The first letter of each word of the holiday gets a capital letter. All right, so let's get started on lesson 18. We are going to do the spelling words today and phonics, and you'll see what I'm talking about, that you guys already know this. Hold on. Okay, so we are beginning lesson 18. Now you can see what I'm talking about here, that you guys already know this stuff. For the most part, we haven't done the spelling words or the high frequency words, but everything else you know. So the phonics of the week are A-I and A-Y. So the long A sounds made with those 2 vowel combinations, but we just did that about 4 weeks ago. Right? We did that online. It was our first or second week online. But when we did long A, we did all of the different types of ways that you can do it. So this will be more like a review for you. And the months, days, and holidays, we do that all the time. So let's just start with the short A. Just to remember, short A sounds like A, as in cat, hat, flag, bag, rat, and apple. It all has the A sound. That's the short A. Now the long A we discussed a few weeks ago. It could be, you can make that long A sound when you're spelling in about 6 or 7 different ways. This way, with A-I makes the long A sound. So we have snail, mail, pale, rain, train, and explain. Now I do want to point out to you that a bunch of these are homophones, right? Homophones is a type of a homonym where the word is spelled differently, but it sounds, the 2 words are spelled differently, but they sound the same and they have a different meaning. We have a few of those on here. Maybe just 2, at least 2. So the first one is mail. So the mail that we have here, M-A-I-L, that is like the mail that the mailman brings to your house, right? The mail in the form of a letter. M-A-L-E, male, sounds the same, but that means like male, female, boy, girl. So male means boy or man. This mail on our list, M-A-I-L, is the mail that the mailman brings you. Now, pail, this pail, P-A-I-L, means a bucket. There's another pail, P-A-L-E. So again, it's the one that's made with the silent E at the end. That pale means, like you would say in Spanish, pálido, right? If your skin looks very light, like maybe if you're sick, you could say, "Ooh, you look pale." It means that your skin looks very light compared to usual. Okay. The other way that we're going to review that you can make the long A sound is with the AY combination, as in spray, day, play, say, away, and Sunday, right? And in fact, any of the days of the week would have that AY at the end. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all end in AY, and they all end in the long A sound. And remember, they all get capitalized no matter where they are in a sentence. Okay, so let's get to our spelling words. Our spelling words, of course, all have the long A sound and are all spelled with either AI or AY. So the first one is play. Then we have grain, sail. Let me move out of the way. Mail, may, rain, way, day, stay, pain, paint, and spray. Now, I do want to just look at a few of these very quickly because we do have a few homophones in here. If we look at number 3, we just went over this, but this sail, S-A-I-L, that is the kind of sail that you would find on a sailboat. It is the part that catches the wind, the fabric part that catches the wind. That's the sail. The other kind of sail would be S-A-L-E, and that kind of sail is like if you saw a house that was for sale, or if you went to the store and it says something was on sale. It means it is available for purchase if it's for sale. And if it's on sale, it means that you can buy it at a discount or for less money than usual. Either way, those are S-A-L-E. The spelling word S-A-I-L is the sailboat. Number 4, mail. That is the mail that the mailman delivers. Then there's also M-A-L-E, which we discussed, which means boy or man, right? Male versus female, which is girl or woman. Number 5 says may. Now that is a lowercase m. So we know that that has to mean may, like permission. So may I go to the bathroom is asking permission to go to the bathroom. The month of the year, May, of course, has a capital letter. Number 7 says way. That way means direction, right? Like a one-way street would mean a street that goes in one direction. Which way to the store? Which direction to the store? There's another way, which is W-E-I-G-H. Sounds the same, but spelled very different. And that way, W-E-I-G-H means weight. So how much do you weigh? How much do you weigh means what is your weight, right? So those are homophones. And I believe that that is, oh no, there's one more, number 10. Number 10 is pain, P-A-I-N. That kind of pain means when something hurts, right? There is another pain. It's P-A-N-E, and that would be like a window pane. I don't even know if you all have ever heard of that, but a window pane is the piece of glass that is in the window frame. That is the window pane. And that's it. So those are all of the homophones that are spelling words. So 2 words that sound the same, but they mean something different and they are spelled differently, except for number 5, may. The only difference is the capital letter. Okay, and the very last thing is months, days, and holidays. I just wanted to put it up here to make sure that we covered it, but remember, they all start with capital letters. And if it is a holiday, it is the first letter of each word of the holiday that gets capitalized. So for instance, well, I was going to say Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The M, the L, the K, the J, and the D all get a capital letter. They also get capitalized because it's a name, but when we're referring to it as a holiday, it's because it's the holiday anyway. Memorial Day, it would be a capital M and a capital D because they're both both words are part of the name of the holiday. Okay, so after this, you're going to listen to a video about American holidays. We have gone over, I believe, all of these. When we talked about President's Day, when we talked about Veterans Day, we talked about George Washington, we talked about Abraham Lincoln, we talked about a lot of things over these months that we've been together. But this is a review. Okay, it's always good to hear again, because you know what, at least for me, if I don't use it, I lose it. So meaning that if I don't constantly refresh my memory or remind myself or use the information I have learned, I will forget it. So enjoy the video. When you are done with the video, there are some workbook pages that you need to do, and I will list those in your instructions. Okay, enjoy the video, get to work, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.
I don't get it, Misaki. We're making a movie for our cousin in Japan, but she's only a baby.
True, but if we start sending her movies now, by the time she's old enough to visit, she'll know all about us.
But a movie about the 4th of July?
Sure. The 4th is a special day to celebrate together, right?
Sure, it's a holiday.
Yeah, different holidays are celebrated all over the world, and the more you know about them, the more you can learn about the people who celebrate them. Okay, Sophia, when I say go, start the camera. Ready to start the camera. In 3, 2, 1, go. Moshi moshi.
Hi, baby Ivy.
Today, we want to tell you about some of the holidays that we celebrate in America.
Like the 4th of July.
It's one of our most important holidays. We also call it Independence Day.
So why is the 4th of July called Independence Day?
Well, when you start taking care of yourself, that's called being independent, right?
Mm-hmm.
The 4th of July is called Independence Day because on that day, leaders of the English colonies in America decided they wanted to have their own country. They wanted to be able to make their own decisions and take care of themselves.
So, Independence Day is sort of like the day America was born?
Yep, July 4th, 1776, America's birthday. I bet you can see why Independence Day is such an important holiday in America. Americans have a lot of traditions on Independence Day, like parades.
Here we are, last 4th of July. And fireworks.
And special kinds of music.
Like marching music.
Another really important holiday is President's Day in February. That's when we remember two of America's greatest presidents, George Washington and Abraham Lincoln. After the people in the 13 colonies decided to be independent, they had to fight a war with England. George Washington was the leader of the American Army, and Abraham Lincoln kept our country together during the Civil War. And he helped make it against the law for people to have slaves. That took a lot of courage.
Show them what we did on President's Day this year.
The President's Day holiday reminds us of two things that Americans think are important: courage and leadership.
Hey, is that why we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday? Because he was a great leader too?
Sure, that's one reason. Dr. King worked for many years so that everyone in America would be treated fairly, no matter where they came from or what color their skin is.
George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Martin Luther King Jr. all did really brave and important things to help people, huh?
They sure did. They were heroes. But there have been millions of heroes in our history, like people who have protected our country by being in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, or Marines.
Like Uncle Hector? He was in the Army.
Yep. Men and women like our Uncle Hector are called veterans, and we have a holiday called Veterans Day to remind us of how they have helped to protect us.
This is us at a big community barbecue, where we said thank you to all the veterans who live in our neighborhood.
So these are some of the holidays that we celebrate in America.
Maybe one day you'll get to visit us, and we'll celebrate one of these holidays together.
Bye, baby Heidi.
Bye-bye, baby Addie.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.